Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mumma. It is the 17th of December today, Sunday, and I'm sorry this is uploaded quite late today. Yeah, had a busy time, and I'm actually filming this on the Sunday, so yes. Okay, so I have the Osher Zen Tarot here, so we'll just allow whatever cards want to come up, and we'll go from there. It's a gorgeous Sunday here today. Got friends coming out. I'm going to go to the beach later for dinner. It's that beautiful, busy summertime. Yay, I love it. And we have the Queen of Wands. So there's a sense of sharing your light today, really standing strong in your empowered self, expressing your uniqueness, your joy, your creativity, just that real spark of passion that you have and that you've been able to focus beautifully and master. There's so much color in that card. And there's nothingness. One of the wisest things we can realize is that we know nothing, that we're innocent, that no-thingness is a magical place to be, to meet every moment with fresh eyes, to be there, to feel into each moment, not take past pain and narratives with you, not to assume anything, not to expect, just to be. That clear space where there's no thought. You just are, and you're experiencing. It's not necessarily black. I don't see it as black, but it's the opposite of that mind card where there's a picture of a man's face and there's just all these cogs and coils just moving really quickly within his mind. This is a state of pure receptivity because there's nothing blocking that. And I'm about to say it's because you're clear, but this is not clear, this is black, but there's space. And there's a sense of you feeling into what it means to be an infinite being. It's really quite hard to conceptualize the fact that we're not just this body or this mind, that this earth is but a fleeting moment of illusion, really. Everything is energy. It can really get you in a place of away from no-thingness. If you use your brain to think into it too much, and you try and conceptualize an infinity, that we're infinite beings having a physical experience. But if you just allow that to be a soft knowingness of your immortality keeps coming in, but we're mortal. These physical shells that house our infinite being are going to break down back into the earth. They're going to decay and go back to whence they came. And with this past life, it's all about karma and patterns and souls coming in to teach you the lessons you need to learn, and it's just being really reciprocal. This is all about creation. That's the yoni, is where life is brought forth into the world, and the lizards there signify knowing and not knowing. Like we come into the world and our past lives, the actual conscious knowledge of those past lives, the conscious awareness of those past lives disappear. We have that in psychology we studied infantile amnesia, and that was just the first 2 years of your life being really hard to consciously recall. I mean, every memory, and that's the time of our lives where our personalities formed. It's a very critical period in a human being's life. At 0 to 2, we're so open and receptive. We're open and just take on everything that's going around us. But I mean, if you believe in the fact that we come forth into this world for lessons we need to learn, for purposes, we choose, I believe, we choose our parents for the lessons we need to learn, and how hard that is to accept sometimes when you've been, you've had past experiences of abuse or neglect, which is abuse, but, I'm talking like sexual, physical, emotional abuse and neglect. That truth can be really, really difficult to acknowledge. And I apologize, I said truth. That's my truth. It doesn't necessarily need to be your truth. But for me, that was difficult to process. But, if you sit with the person that you are today and the lessons that you've learned and the purpose now that you are seeing unfolding in your life, you know that all is perfect. All is always perfect, no matter what trauma you've been through, no matter what life has actually handed you. There's karma, there's things that we just need to keep learning. If we don't get the lessons, it'll be shown to us again. And I see this within relationships. If this fragmentation and these patterns that can go on for generations, like I cleared something from my body that had been playing out on my father's side of the family for 10 generations, and I cut the cord to that. I told a new story. I created a new reality. So this is playing out. I mean, this is always playing out in our lives, whether it's something you agree with or something that's not part of your belief system. Wow, we have the King and the Queen of Wands today. That's really powerful. That's extremely powerful. We have the sense of two whole creative beings coming together. This is like a divine union to me. When you're feeling like you don't need anyone to do really anything for you, you're coming to a relationship as a whole, independent being. You're able to find your own happiness. You're never needing anyone else to create your happiness. Then this really works. This spark of passion. Two creative minds, like two beings that have mastered their creativity coming together. Oh, the collaboration in that. Oh, the creative inspiration that these two beings will bring to the world. It's really powerful. And this card also popped out with the King of Wands. So yeah, these guys, this come through as well, leaders. Absolute inspired leaders leading from their own creative example. These are two really powerful light workers in the world that shine the way for others to follow along from their own free will, but they're so inspired by the leadership that these two bring that it's just a natural desire, a natural flow for these beings to light the way for others. There's new clarity that comes in today, maybe through sitting in this nothingness. Because that nothingness is everything. And we realize in this space that we are nothing and everything all at once. That we are knowing and not knowing all at once. And there's a sense of clarity surrounding this today. That everything's pretty much divinely orchestrated. Yes, we have free will. Yes, we use our logical minds to make these free will choices. But if we really feel into the magic of the unfolding of our purpose and why we had all these experiences we had, and the people that serendipitously come into our lives, and the synchronicities that unfold day after day, the magic, this sense of wisdom and understanding that comes from this is super powerful. Let's just see which other one card is going to come out. Yeah, because there's a sense of expansion, flexibility, allowing, receptivity. And even though there's a sense of full spiritual understanding, your full spiritual infinite nature, there's a sense of being really grounded within that. And knowing that you are on this earth to experience this life, this physical life, understanding that this creative spark that's been divinely gifted to you in this lifetime allows you to stay grounded. Even though this is passion, this is fire, there's still a sense that you're creating yourselves as these physical beings having this, these spiritual beings having this physical experience, and you're allowing, there's no earth here though, so I really feel it's brilliant that, you know, her feet are firmly planted on the ground as she understands her spiritual nature, because we need to be grounded and practical as well as flying high. Like some days you get into such a high vibration and a high space that you could float off. So I make sure I go pull weeds for a while, or just walk on the earth and pick some fruit off a tree, or just to be outside and sit and feel into the earth that we're actually here. Just going to allow one more card to come through. And great, we have the grounding nature of the Queen of Pentacles. I was hoping some sort of earth element would come in, because we have so much passion here, and there's an awareness of our karmic patterns and our infinite nature and sense of expansion. Yes, she's on the earth there, but she's really wanting to fly. So this is practically bringing this creative fire onto the earth. It's a sense of really understanding your expansion again, moving away from struggle and grounding yourself down on this earth into what it means to be a physical being this lifetime. She's sensual, she's practical, she's skillful. She's a goddess. She's an earthy goddess. She knows herself. Wow, there's a lot of magical energy around today. There's 3 major arcanas and 1 ace and 1 king and 2 queens. Very, very powerful day today. I really apologize that this has been uploaded late in the day, but hopefully it's the perfect time for you to watch it. Anyway, deep love, big blessings. I'll see you tomorrow.